Okay, what's going on, guys? And welcome to a brand new episode of Energized. Ross, introduce the guest, man.
Today, we have Irish Muay Thai sensation. It's Mr. Jay Counsel. Jay, how you doing?
Oh, good, mate. How are you?
Man, never better. Happy to have you here. Tell us this. How much are you looking forward to getting back in the ring come Sunday?
Mate, fuck me. How long? I'm nearly fucking 2 years out of the ring at this stage.
Yeah.
I'm dying to get back in and smash someone up for a bit of entertainment, yeah.
Yeah, for people that aren't aware, Jay is competing this weekend against Mustafa on Sunday, the 6th of June. We're going to put a link down in the bio to make sure to buy the pay-per-view to support Irish Muay Thai, because it's going to be a massive night, and we're really looking forward to it. So hence we had Jay on. Ross, fire ahead.
So Jay, tell us this. For those who don't know you, how did you get started in Muay Thai?
I'm sick. This camera's played back the bollocks. Yeah, so funny story. I got robbed and I regretted not smashing the fella's face in. So then after that, I joined Muay Thai, and I haven't looked back since. I basically joined that, so if anyone ever tried to act the bollocks again, I'd break them up. And that was the main reason for me getting started, yeah.
And then how long were you doing it before you were like, hold on, I'm actually very good at this?
Well, to be honest, before I started, I was a bit of a bollocks. After I got robbed, I was going out and I was getting into a load of street fights. So I was already a handy enough fighter going into the gym, you know. And then when I went down there, I realised I couldn't even fucking throw a punch properly, you know. And
tell me about it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how we got into it, yeah.
And then what made you turn pro? Like what was like, I'm going to make a career out of this? What sort of brought you to that sort of destination?
Yeah, I don't know. I was doing well. Like when I first joined up, like I had my first fight within about 3 months. And like I was putting it on a lot of bigger fellas than me. I was giving a beating to down in the gym. So then, yeah, I done very well in amateur. I didn't lose an amateur fight. And I was dropping people with fucking 16-ounce gloves on. So I said, right, might as well make a few quid out of this. And yeah, then we just decided to go pro then.
And tell us that, what's that feeling like when you drop someone with those big gloves on?
Mate, it's the best feeling in the world. It's mad because you hit them and it's not like, you don't realise you hit them that hard until they're bleeding, stumbling back. And you're like, fucking hell, man, I just bleeding creased this poor fella.
Jay, you obviously have a load of things going on, but what is it about Muay Thai that you love the most?
To be honest, I think it's the most vicious of all of them. Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching boxing, I love watching MMA. But for me, Muay Thai, you get dropped in Muay Thai, nobody can jump on you. You have to get stood up and fight on. Whereas in the likes of MMA, you drop someone. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd love to be able to jump on someone after I drop them. But in Thai boxing, it's kind of like a fair knock, you know what I mean? You get dropped, the ref lets you back up, you get yourself together, and then go back into war. Like, that's why I love it.
Yeah, I must say, like, I've actually done a few classes in it. Now, not very many, Jay. I did them in, do you know Lionheart?
Yeah, I do indeed. Yeah.
Tony Olin and Sankey were gave me a few lessons in it now. Jeez, they probably wouldn't want me representing them anytime soon.
Yeah, it's not saying Roscoe and Lionheart there.
Yeah, but it is a very, very tough sport, and like, you know what I mean, it is what the Bruce Lee say. You know, you have to practice each technique 10,000 times before you really get it down.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're one of the biggest superstars in Irish Muay Thai. You know what I mean, like, if you talk Irish Muay Thai, everyone knows who Jay Counsel is. Look at that smirk on his face. He loves it.
I wouldn't say superstar now, mate.
All right, well, you're one of the biggest stars in the Irish scene.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Because I like to talk shite.
Yeah, but I was just going to ask, do you think that's what it is? Because you talk about a shite, that's what makes you stand out from the pack?
Say so. Like, to be honest, I'm just real. Do you know what I mean? It's no bullshit with me. I say it how it is, and I might say some things that offend people or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm going in for a fight with you. I'm going to give you where I'm from. If you're going to fucking have a scrap off someone, you're going to give them a bit of abuse before you have a scrap. Do you know what I mean? You're not going in all respectful. It's a fight. You're coming to take my head off. I'm coming to bleed and take your head off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jay, can you tell us a bit about this this Sunday's event? Because this event just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it's getting loads and loads of hype, loads and loads of shout outs. Like, how did this all sort of come about?
Yeah, so my coach is actually running the event, Michael Bazowski, and basically he's just trying to get shit off the ground again. It seems no one is trying to put on a show there hasn't been a show since COVID, and everyone has their bleeding fingers up the holes. Nobody's bleeding doing that, and yeah, we're just trying to get shit going again in the country, because like it's fucking 2 years nearly since I've been in the ring at this stage. You know what I mean?
I know, man.
And tell us, this is the Ryan Sheehan fight something that interests you in the future as well?
Of course it is, mate. Yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that one and being like, fucking hell. Actually, the first time we actually watched you fight was in the Roy venue. And that's when I found out who Jay Counsel was. And it was as much your post-fight antics as it was your in the ring performance. I think you got on the mic, and I don't think many people got the opportunity to get on the mic afterwards. And I think you said they should call him the electrician because I'm always sparking cunts out.
Yeah. That's actually so true. That's so true.
And it was just a moment where I was like, you know what, that fella has something about him, and I'm gonna like follow where he goes next in his career. Do you always have that those one-liners in the back pocket, or was this just something that comes natural?
Where I'm from, you give people stick. Everyone, it's just that sense of humor from the inner city. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know, I love talking shit, especially after I play batter someone. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the best time to do it, isn't it?
There's always something to say. Yeah, I always have something in the back of my mind.
Stop.
Jay, Ross obviously just brought up Brian Sheen's name, and he's currently ranked number 1 in the bantamweight division according to the Irish MMA rankings, and you be number 2 as well. I know obviously you're a current champion. How did that feel that night you won that? Because like that's a huge honor to get in Ireland.
Yeah, mate, that was that's something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? And it was something. As soon as I started Muay Thai, within 3 months, I said I want to be the Irish champion at 55 kilo. And that was before I even had an amateur fight. And then fast forward 4 years then, and I made it happen, and it was just mental. And especially how it happened. Like, I remember I wrote my list of goals, and I had a few goals, and one of them was win the ISKA by knockout. And it was actually knock Ryan Sheen out, but unfortunately, he didn't have it at the time when I was fighting for it. But I knocked the lad out who I was fighting and won it. So it was great. Like, it showed me about the law of attraction and all that shit. That's fucking real. Do you know what I mean?
And there's the belt behind you, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you show us the belt? Can you show us the belts there? For the people on Spotify, you're going to have to make sure to jump on the YouTube to check this out.
Actually, you have the 2 belts here, lads.
Yeah.
Oh, the champ. That's the one you won the right venue, wasn't it? The CRC, no?
Yeah. That's the CRC one there.
Yeah.
That's the ISK.
Oh,
that's what the women say before you bring them into bed, you know? I'm only messing. I have a girlfriend. That's what she says before I bring her.
You see Jay Counsel stand at the end of the bed, just the belt on, nothing else.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Jay, obviously you live like a very hectic lifestyle, like obviously with work and music and fighting. Like, how hard is it to keep strict in your diet and make sure you hit those hit the weight? Because, like, you know what I mean, there's no messing around once you hit the weighing scales.
Yeah, so this is something that I struggled with for a long time. I was fighting at 55 kilo, and in 8 weeks I'd have to lose 10 kilo. I'd be coming down from 65 kilos. So I'm a bollocks for like fucking delicious treats like donuts, pastries, chocolate.
Yeah,
aren't we all?
Yeah. So after a weigh-in, right? So when I made the weight, which would be absolutely grueling, like for the week leading up to the fight, I'd just be eating fucking boiled chicken, boiled broccoli, and boiled potatoes 3 times a day, and fucking 2 eggs in the morning. Not even a bleeding pinch of salt on the food. And it was bleeding. I'd be miserable. Do you know what I mean? And then when I'd make weight, I'd treat the weigh-in like I was at the fucking winning the fight. And I'd go to the local Bleeding Italian and start fucking eating pasta, garlic bread, cake. I'd have about 10 courses, do you know what I mean? And I'd still be I'd go into the fight the next day, right? Stuffed. And this is no word of a lie. I'd still be fucking stuffed. And like I'd be waking up some mornings the day of a fight getting sick because I ate so much food. Mental. Because you're eating a strict diet for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you fucking start milling all the carbs you can lay your eyes on. Do you know what I mean?
That's unbelievable, man. It's one of those things where I think you've learned from that now that, you know, after the fight is when you gorge. You know, you take your time, and I'm sure you've picked up more nutritional habits as time has gone on in your career as well.
Would you believe it? I only sussed this after my last couple of fights. Like, this is the first fight where I'm on weight now. Usually I'd be fucking miserable now. I'd be shrinking away. I'm on weight now. I'm gonna have breakfast the morning of the fight. Usually I'd fucking have to fast for fucking 24 hours, 30 hours and dehydrate myself completely, no water, and then get into a fucking sauna for fucking an hour. And I'd be in a bad way, like, but I learned, as you said, I learned from my mistakes. I used to lose 5 kilo the day before Ryan Sheehan. I lost fucking 5 kilo on the Friday. Do you know what I mean? Like, that seriously affects your performance.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we hope to see that, or can't wait to see this performance come Sunday. The new and improved diet for Jay Counsel.
Yeah.
Jay, tell us a bit about Mustafa for people who have never seen him before. What do you know about him? And does he offer anything? Does he offer anything that
I don't have a clue about him, mate. All I know is he must bleed and have a wheelbarrow with him when he's walking around for his balls. But he must be bleeding huge. He took this fight on 2 weeks' notice. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him, but to be honest, he'll find out on Sunday night. He shouldn't have took this fight on 2 weeks' notice, and that's being honest. He shouldn't have took this fight, but I'm delighted he did. He shouldn't have took it though.
Yeah, obviously.
I wanna go on, Mads.
Yeah, obviously on the card there's a good few 309 guys and girls, but unfortunately Casey Walsh isn't on the fight. Isn't on the card now, which is unfortunate. But I mean, like, with the representatives like yourself, Dara, Mikey Rizzo, all pushing the card to say the least. This still should be a great night of fights.
I want to ask Jay about that fight. Obviously, Baba Chimp, Dara Smith. I actually used to work with brother Matthew, lovely fella.
Yeah.
What do you make of this fight? This is almost like a people's main event. This is an absolute spectacle that these two are going to put on. Two brilliant characters of the game. Yeah. What do you make of this fight, and how do you see it going? Because obviously they fought before to a draw, which it makes it even better.
It really does. Like.
Yeah. I know Mikey really well, and Dara's obviously one of my closest mates. Oh man, watching the first fight was horrible because I liked the two of them.
They seem to like each other as well.
Yeah, no, they love each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, it's gonna be a serious fight. It's gonna be a war. I obviously train with Dara. I know how hard he trains, and I know how hard the cunt hits as well. And he's very sharp and very powerful. So it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see what happens.
For me, it's definitely one of the fights of the night, and like even you know, seeing them talk is probably worth a tenner.
Yeah, big time, yeah.
Jay, we were also talking to Craig Coakley as well. Craig and King Cowley are the only two other Muay Thai fighters that have been on the show. But Craig was telling me, I was like, right, on this card, who should we really look out for? And he said, like you said, bar the DCA guys, because they come and they bang. But he said definitely your fight against Mustafa is one to be watched as well. So that's
also Fazil on this card is very slick as well. I don't know if you know, or you obviously know about everyone on the card at AJ, but he is good, isn't he?
Yeah, I actually fought Fazil.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to say his name. Fasal is his name. Yeah, I fought Fasal when I was amateur. It was a good scrap. The cunt played and he hit me a headbutt and split me open, and the fight got called off.
Well,
yeah, he's slick. He is. Yeah, I really like his style, man. He's very good.
You know what? Obviously, I don't know as much about Muay Thai as I do about MMA, but he's almost a Gunnar Nelson-esque. He shows no emotion when he's in there, and he's a very interesting watch. So, like, look, there is absolutely tons of fighters on this card, and hopefully, when we do watch the card, I'll find another few people to follow and be like, right, I have to watch out for them as well. But we all know who the main events are. You know what I mean? You have Jay Counsel, you have Baba Chimp, Michael Rizzo. These are the ones that people want to see. And that's the reason we're going to be buying the card, isn't it, Basmo?
Yeah. There's also coming to other people, Jay. Like, you obviously train with Andrea. She's taking on Andrea Zamfir is taking on Tracy Duggan. This is the only women's fight in the card. Like, that's like what's stuff. What should people be expecting from the girls?
Yeah, that fight is actually going to be very good as well. So them two fought before, and there's a bit of bad blood there. Because Andrea was fighting with Tracy and her shoulder got dislocated in the fight. And obviously she didn't want the fight to stop, but the ref called off the fight. And Tracy, I think, thought that she was spoofing about it. But I know she wanted to fight on Andrea. So Andrea was upset over that. So there's some bad blood coming into this fight. And Andrea has been flat out training. She hasn't stopped, and this is a fight she's been wanting fucking the past 2 years. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's gonna be that's gonna be a very good fight as well.
No, it's great to have the girls on the card as well, to be honest.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Jay, just to change things up, obviously we can't have you on without talking about the absolute whirlwind ride that's been Versatile and Outburst, pal. What has that ride been like for you as well, being part of that? That crew is something to behold. And you know what? Sometimes they don't get good press, but I just think that's Irish begrudgery. These lads are doing something that Ireland hasn't seen before.
Yeah, it's definitely a fucking crazy life. Let me tell you that. I've definitely broken me diet. I've broken a few rules because of them cunts. On going to parties and that. But
how can you not, man? How can you not? Like, you know.
Exactly, that's it. But I get the best of both worlds. I get to go with them and fucking and party, and then I get to go in and smash someone up. So I get the best of both worlds. It's
in terms of you know, music and yourself, what's it like to perform to like a sold out crowd?
Yeah, that's a mad one. Yeah. So we actually opened for the boys, me, Baba Chimp, and me mate Steve-O, 2 weeks before their first show. Now, we never rapped before, and the lad said to us, I went to look at the first venue with Casey and Alex, and the promoter goes, who's your opening act? And the lads just looked at me and go, will you do it? And I was like, fuck, I never rapped before in my life. I said, fuck, yeah, I'll do it. And then we got the other two boys to do it with us. So that was for 400 people. And then we done District 8. Then we done, so it was Grand Social, District 8, the Olympia Theatre, and then the Tree Arena, obviously, as well then, which is, like, I'm not even a fucking artist. And we played
the
Tree Arena.
Yeah, now, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that was wild. Their entrance into the Tree Arena was something I've never even seen before. And like the level of creativity those lads put into their music is next level. And like the fact that they have like McGregor on there, like what's called playing flashy and like taking the watch pictures on Instagram all the time is just like something else. Like they've really changed the game in Ireland.
Yeah, they're the two of them, mate. Honestly, they're creative geniuses, and they definitely inspire me because I seen what can happen when you put in the work and where you can go when you truly believe in something and you put the work in and you graft and you work your bollocks off. I've seen the dividends that it pays. You know what I mean? And they'd be big inspirations from me, and them two would tell me that they take inspiration from me, which is fucking mad because of what they achieved is just crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there is certain people in Ireland that are doing great things, but you sort of have to break through the threshold and then really, really push yourself. Like the lads and as well with Evan, what they've done is unbelievable. The way they make the videos, Then even the Talking Bollocks lads who were just absolutely exploding through Ireland. And then like obviously myself and Ross, we wouldn't put ourselves in near that category, but we've been featured twice on the UC Countdown, and now we could be potentially on the next UC Countdown, UC 264, sorry, with Conor McGregor versus Poirier, which would be massive for us as well. So like it's just it goes to show, even yourself, like it just goes to show you just keep working and then things just have to happen, you know.
Exactly. Going back to it, it's a law of attraction. If you're putting that out there and you're putting in the work, it will come back to you. Do you know what I mean? It will 100% come back to you as long as you are really putting all your energy into that one thing. And the sky is the limit, even for you still. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. Keep grafting on it. The show will fucking blow up eventually. You will have a studio and all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have you in the studio.
Once we have a studio, you'll have to come into it and do a full hour length episode. It'll be a must do, Basmo.
Yeah, exactly. Jay, obviously the lads are going on tour now in November, December. Should people be looking out for yourself? Doing the open up act.
See, I'm working as well. Do you know what I mean? So
only the big gigs.
The lads need to cut you in. We need to cut you in on that bread.
No, they will, yeah. No, we'll be definitely doing the 3 Arena again, I'd say. I'm not too sure. I'll try go to a couple of them myself. I know what else is on it. Liverpool, I say that'll be a mad one. I want to go to that one as well.
Yeah, smoking blunts with Snoop.
Yeah. I'm off the old green myself, but when Snoop's there, I'll smoke the cunt under the table.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Snoop Dogg goes on tour in February as well. We'll be seeing you on the tour as well.
You'll be seeing me backstage with Snoop.
Yeah. Make sure there's a few vlogs going around or a few videos, because he's done that before and they were cool as fuck. So like, make sure you do that again.
He does a bit of Muay Thai or something himself, so we'll see. I might get a sparring with him or something.
Well, if you want to see Jay Counsel drop someone like it's hot, that will be on this Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, Jay. Before we let you get back to spit shining them belts, is there anyone else you want to give a shout out? Is there any sponsors that have helped you in this camp?
Shout out to the club and everyone down at 309, and obviously Mick Pazowski for making it happen. And shout out to anyone who's bought the tickets. I really appreciate it. And you'll get your money's worth come Sunday night when I blade and put this fella on his back.
Definitely you will be entertained. Jay, I'm going to make sure the link is in the bio, so make sure to hit the link and support everyone this Sunday. Ross, and else to say?
No, guys, just if you have been watching this video and you enjoyed this crack, which I'm sure you did, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and as always, stay energized.